Good morning, afternoon, and evening, wherever you are, and welcome to a NerdTube review of Young Justice Season 4. This is a show that I've been waiting for a while to come back. I am a huge fan of Season 1, Season 2 for a very long time. When Season 3 came back on DC Universe, literally, that sold me on subscribing to DC Universe. As well earned because it was a great season. And now we are here at season 4, which honestly I did not realize was upon us until a couple days ago. It was coming up soon. And then they dropped episodes today during fandom. So I watched the first two episodes, which were available, which were one was called Inhospitable, and the second one is called Needful. Um, so I'm going to review those here for you really quick. Inhospitable was basically catching up with the team. It's been about a year since the events of season season 3, the end of season 3. Tara and Violet and Forager are still going to school in Happy Harbor, so you see them around. There's a bunch of relationships and stuff happening. I mean, but you see obviously we are on the precipice of the marriage of Superboy and Ms. Martian. So what they're doing now is they're preparing to leave to go to Mars to conduct the Martian wedding ceremonies. So Martian Manhunter, Ms. Martian, Superboy, and also Beast Boy are leaving Earth on the bioship to head to Mars. After about a month journey, they get out there, they land, and they get a mixed welcome. Everyone from the family and such seems nice, happy to see them, and is accepting and everything of Ms. Martian marrying a human. But then we get to see all the Martian racism coming out, where they're racist against not only white Martians, but they are also racist against humans, which Superboy is also half Kryptonian. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot there. Throughout the episode, there's some hate crimes and such that really kind of build the tension and the narrative of where we're heading, at least in these first couple episodes. Beast Boy's acting a little bit weird at certain points, but we kind of get to this point where their Ms. Martian's parents' house is attacked by bigots, and they're saying, go home, blah blah blah, we don't want them here. And then Ms. Martian brain blasts them, and they all run off. Beast Boy kind of gets a crazy brain blast from the horde, and also becomes a bit. I don't know. Beast Boy's he's getting to become a bit of a jerk. I'm sure that there's a reason for that, but don't think I didn't notice. Superboy noticed too. Um, so with all that being said, I mean, there's also in the beginning, Beast Boy mentions about the outsiders and they're doing well, and I think they said Cassie was taking care of the outsiders while Beast Boy was gone. I think it might have been it. Brion went back to be the king of Markovia. So I mean, there was a lot going on in this episode, but it mostly focused on Beast Boy, Ms. Martian, and Superboy, and them kind of getting acclimated to Mars. This is the first time we've seen Mars in this universe, and it was a lot. There's a lot more there than I thought there would be. There's actually civilizations there, which I was always under the impression that the Martian civilization had almost all been wiped out. But um, also there's Ms. Martian's brother, who is also a white Martian, and I can never get their names right, but they say but he's like this rebellion leader in trying to get the white Martians liberation and such. So they're starting this project to build a Zeta tube between Earth and Mars. So it's just about completed, and there are obviously people who do not want to open a doorway to Earth for people to cohabitate, the Martians and the Earthlings to cohabitate. Apparently, there's red Martians too, and their king last year had been murdered, so that's also another source of the rise in tensions. And the queen and the prince have kind of been trying to keep the peace for a while. At the end of the episode, For and this person was in her brother was in, I believe it was season 2 in the very beginning, or in the yeah, no, it was season 3. It was when they got Forager, I believe. So in season 2, so it was like a couple episodes into season 3. So with the new gods and everything like that. So we haven't seen him since then. Now he's on Mars again. He's trying to make a change or whatnot. And I can't remember what they call him. I should have wrote it down. But in the end, Martian Manhunter is going to test the Zeta tube. Ms. Martian caught her brother, and he's apprehended. And Martian Manhunter goes to walk through the Zeta tube, and it explodes. And that's how the first episode ends. So there's a cliffhanger there. Did Martian? I mean, obviously there's not a break because they released the first 2 episodes. But did Martian Manhunter die? Oh no! So we then move on to the second episode where we do get to see that Martian Manhunter survived. He made it to the Watchtower with um, Superman, and I don't remember who else was up there on the Watchtower with him. But then the the Martian Earth satellite in orbit of Mars was destroyed. So all communication between Mars and Earth had been cut off. Cyborg. Cyborg was the one, which I find it odd that Cyborg's there, just because in season 3 he just got introduced. He was not a huge team player until the very very end, kind of a loose cannon, and I understand. I mean, they're trying to build his character, but I just find it funny that I think he's already a part of the league, and he's only after about a year, and so they tell Cyborg see if they can Zeta tube them over to Mars, and and he can't because he's never seen there, like he's never been there. He doesn't want to Zeta tube them into a mountain or something like that. So legitimate concern. I just figured the Boomtown would destroy the mountain and then they would come out, but so the investigation is afoot on who would have tried to sabotage and assassinate the Martian Manhunter. More of Miss Martian talking with her brother, trying to figure out what's going on, who's behind a lot of this, because she was convinced that her brother did not set off the bomb, which I mean makes sense because he was apprehended at the time. There is a shadowy figure, like a yellow hexagonal thing. I can't remember if that's. I think that's something from season 3. It's been a while. And actually, in the image up here, you can kind of see that hexagonal thing that's up there. And as you can see from the imagery, I mean, their focus, at least in the first couple episodes right here, it has been Martian Manhunter, or I'm sorry, Ms. Martian, Superboy, and then the Martians. And you can see the white Martian, green Martians, and then the red Martians on the far side. But so there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of racism and everything like that between the different color Martians. And I think they think they talked about a yellow Martian. They're not naturally born that way. They make themselves that way or something like that. I don't remember. So anyway, so with all that going on, they throughout the episode they're trying to figure out who is causing the sabotage and stuff like that, and there's a lot of stuff like that. So then they get to the wedding ceremony of Superboy and McGann, Ms. Martian, and then they have happy time, and so I mean Ms. Martian and Superboy are married. So yeah. Another thing that was kind of transpiring throughout the 2 episodes was you saw Legionnaire rings on some people. It looked like Saturn Girl and 2 other Legionnaires were following the Miss Martian and Superboy and Beast Boy around. For those of you who don't know who the Legion of Superheroes is, they're a group of superheroes, kind of like the Justice League, but and younger. They're kind of like the Young Justice, actually, of the 31st century. Younger superheroes, but normally there's time travel shenanigans involved and they do show up. So for some reason they are showing up and around, and I think Desaad was the one who tried to kill them in the cave, or out them in the cave, and then McGann got a very quick glimpse of a psychic read on them, and then they got away. So there's also that plot that's unfolding with this season. So I feel like that this is going to kind of bloom into like a much bigger storyline. It's not just going to be between Earth and Mars. This is going to be the opening segments of it, and then it's going to blossom into like this big intergalactic ordeal, kind of like the first season 2 and almost season 3. So towards the end of the episode, there is a the one of Darkseid's top scientists is bringing. They release McGann's brother, and then he meets up with I think it's Desaad. I think it's Desaad is the name of the apocalyptic scientist, Darkseid's right hand man or something like that. But he's bringing it's some kind of mutagenic bomb that basically, or some kind of bomb that bioweapon that turns it'll probably, I think it kills all green Martians is what I gathered from the conversation. So but then he says I don't know how this is going to affect Martians of mixed heritage. So like if McGann and his parents are of a green and a white Martian, so he doesn't know how it's going to affect them. So um, I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure I missed a little bit, but as you can see from the images, they're the first couple episodes look like they're focusing on Earth and Mars and what's going on between the red, green, and white Martians, as well as you can see in the bottom image and in the intro. The intro, they've made it very clear that they're focusing on the original cast as well as Zatanna and Rocket, which has kind of been, I mean, even in season 2, Zatanna and Rocket were not prominent characters on the show. So if they're focusing on those two again, I know my daughter will be happy. She loves Zatanna. She loved it in season 1, and then in season 2 she was sad that Zatanna was not in like the full on team because she likes Zatanna. So anyway, I'm pretty sure I missed something, but I just finished watching them, and I'm just very, very happy that season 4 is back. I'm kind of glad to see where it's going. The whole thing between Earth and Mars, I'm sure, will escalate into something more, like it always does with these shows. And with that all being said, I thank you for that. Let me know about your favorite Young Justice character and your favorite Young Justice moments in the comments below. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. We are NerdTube, the greatest YouTube channel you've never heard of, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Catch you later.